expect him to play the fifth?
Well, no, not really. I should be worried now about Thursday a little bit. So, kidding.
Justin, when you're talking to Michael Tarquin about left tackle, we see him play there. Limited time we can watch practice. What are those conversations like? How is he acclimating to playing left tackle?
Yeah, I mean he's an experienced player. He comes from the SEC, so even me and Jonah and stuff, and some of the guys have been here. We're asking him questions and learning from him. You know, he's very experienced. Obviously, every coach has their own technique, so we're trying to help him out, figure out Coach Henson's technique a little bit. But he's been a great dude. He's not arrogant or anything. He's willing to learn, and that's awesome to see as a guy who's done it and played at a high level.
Has he played mostly left tackle in practice?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really discuss depth chart too much, but yeah, he's been playing tackles and he's been doing really well.
Caleb said he was pretty comfortable with the way the offensive line's obviously reshaped from last year. How comfortable have you been snapping to it? Having that role.
It's definitely a transition, you know. Been with those other guys and our calls and stuff. We knew each other pretty well, and so it's a good thing we have spring ball, getting to know each other, getting to know how each other works and calls me, and just little minor details that we're working on right now. But I'm grateful for these 15 practices because we've improved already from 1 to 7 drastically.
This past Saturday, you guys had a chance to do some goal line, short yardage situation. I understand you got a little spirited out there.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from the defensive line right now that's giving you guys, I won't say trouble, but making you better?
Yeah, I mean, they're just coming and they're hungry to work, you know. They're hungry to prove themselves. They're hungry to be one of the best out there, and so it's definitely raising our game as an O-line. You know, we had to come out and be physical because, you know, the practice before we got called out. We weren't as physical in them, and they were whooping our butt the day before, and so we got called out. O-line, it was back and forth all day in the goal line. It was an awesome experience. That's elite practice right there. You know, it's stuff that great teams do. So.
You know, when you came in here 5 years ago, you came in with the likes of Amon-Ra St. Brown and JT Daniels, Elijah Griffin. Now 5 years later, pretty much all those guys are gone. You're one of the longest tenured guys on the team. So what's been like in that role? Have you sort of been embracing that? And how would you reflect on your journey through USC so far?
Yeah, I mean, been here for a while. Team has changed drastically year to year. It's kind of normal at the college level. You get a lot of turnover every year, and so it is cool. And sometimes it's weird, and I feel like grandpa around here. But like when they're like, "You played with Amon-Ra? Like, how was he?" You know, that's the dude I came in my class with. So it is interesting, dynamic. But I'm grateful to play with those guys and pass down what they did here and their work habits to, you know, the young guys and stuff. And so they can learn what it means to be great. So,
do you have to have like an open door policy for these younger guys because you've seen so much when they come to you? And do this?
Sometimes I get a little crabby at them, you know, like just leave me alone. But I'm kidding. But no, yeah, they come up and they ask questions. Like Elijah Page, he's open to learning. You know, it's a good thing to see at a young kid. With that size and talent level, he's absorbing a lot right now, asking questions about everything, and so that's something that you want to see out of your freshman here.
What was your reaction to watching your former teammate Andrew Voorhees pump out 38 reps at the combine on a torn ACL?
Yeah, it was no surprise that he did that. He would have broke the record with 2 feet for sure. I remember I watched him do like 45 reps here once in the weight room. So I was not surprised that he hit that many and that he persevered and did it. It just speaks so much about him and his character. You know, he's had a lot of stuff happen to him while he's here, and then he just responded. You know, he responded positively, and it did him solid with the NFL. So I'm just excited to see where his future goes.
Any guys standing out here on the defensive side, maybe some new players?
Yeah, Keon, man, he's a special talent. He's made me better already in these 6-7 practices. Just how strong he is, his inside hands, his everything, feet. He's an elite player, and it's definitely making me a lot better as a player every day. And it's kind of cool because we grew up in the same valley. He's from Marietta, I'm from Temecula. So I played him, I think, when he was a young buck, and so it's kind of a cool little transition, you know.
Let's do one more. I know you mentioned Andrew Voorhees, but have you spoken with Brad Neal at all, and has he given you any advice sort of on playing the center position and as you transition to that?
Yeah, I've definitely asked him questions about playing center. I mean, he came out here last Saturday to hang out with us, and so just little things. It was not weird or anything. I would go up to him and be like, "Hey, did you see that rep? I didn't do the best. Like, what would you recommend?" And he's very. It's kind of been that relationship for both of us the last couple of years, and so it's just he's a great guy I can always call on. So
Thanks, Justin.
thank you guys.